Welcome to the NBA Pub Hub, Pub Sports Radio, Monday, November 21st, Thanksgiving week for those south of the border, holiday week. Looking forward to that. Ian Cameron, Dutch Boy Fresh, Trot Wham, should have Skee Profit momentarily as well. We'll have shows all throughout the week as long as there's NBA games, except for Thursday. Obviously, there's no NBA on Thanksgiving. We'll be off on Thursday, but we'll be on every other day this week, breaking down the NBA card. Let's get right to it. It's another big slate, as it usually is, on a Monday, an OG Monday with the original crew, the original cast, if you will, of the NBA Pub Hub. So it's always fun being here on a Monday. Let's get it rolling. Atlanta and Cleveland to start things off. Cleveland, 2.5-point home favorites, 226 the total in this game. Cavaliers, 6-1 at the house this year. In their 7 home games. So they've had a pretty good home record this year. We'll see if they can carry that over here to this game tonight. There are some injury concerns, unfortunately, for the Cavaliers. I definitely was looking to back Cleveland in this spot, but Kevin Love, game time decision. Karis LeVert out for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Looks like Garland and Mitchell, though, their dominant backcourt, is going to play when they've had those guys banged up at times this year. Mobley and Allen are good to go. On the Atlanta side, looks like DeAndre Hunter, late in addition to the injury report with an illness, so we'll see if he's able to go tonight. I still, when I look at this game here, favor Cleveland. I like them on the home court. Atlanta, by the way, against a depleted Raptors team the other night. I mean, they probably should have lost that game. I think Toronto blew it and coughed it up in overtime. And Atlanta was very fortuitous to get away with a win there, 124-122 in overtime. Going on the road here, like I say, even with, Love game time decision and LeVert out for Cleveland, I like Cleveland here at this price. You're only asking them basically to win the game where they're 6-1 at home. I'll probably go with the Cavs money line here, get a better minus 135 rather than lay the points. Let's start with you, Dutch, on this one. What do you think here, Atlanta, Cleveland?
Yeah, man. Real quick, salute to the ladies, gents, and DJs for tuning in. You already know it's all love. Hit that motherfucking like button like I'm hitting this flavor playing right here. This is the orange cookies with the triangle mints. Yeah, man. Get you right where you need to be. Appreciate y'all joining us on a Medicate Monday. You know what I'm saying? Got me feeling the sesh vibes right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. I missed the motherfucking sesh. Hey, everyone in the chat, though, I see y'all. Lucky Power, Matt, Stoney. Much love, man. Y'all like, subscribe, and share the video if you would at this time. This game pissed me off, though, because I wanted to bet it. I want to bet Cleveland. You're right. You touched on it a lot, Bobano. But, man, I like LeVert out there. I think they need LeVert. I do. I like LeVert. And then, obviously, Atlanta on the road. Hunter's a nice little piece. But I just think with LeVert out, Kevin Love does bring a lot, obviously. Not too much, but a little bit off the bench for them. More kind of like, I think he's kind of more of a glue guy. Could still kind of do some of that from the bench. But I would like LeVert out there. But I look at this game, and it's like, do I have to bet it? I think Mitchell shows up in this game. And then, obviously, we look at Atlanta. They're 8-25 ATS last 33 on the road, right, against teams with a winning home record. So they're damn near auto fade right here. This is a spot where we should be fading Atlanta. I don't know why I'm just hesitant to go to the window. I'm using the LeVert excuse. But I don't know, man. Cleveland hasn't played that great of a basketball. They are on a nice little homestand right here. DeAndre Hunter kind of gives me the lean towards maybe backing Cleveland here. And then I kind of like your breakdown there as well, Bobano. But no action for me here yet. But this is a game I'm excited to play. These might be the two, we got two of the best backcourts in the NBA with, little Trey's ass and DeJounte Murray. And then, of course, Spider-Man Mitchell and Garland. So I'm excited to watch this game. I don't know, man. I don't know why. In the number, it just seems like who's on Atlanta here? Who's really on Atlanta here? It feels a little weird to me. Maybe I'm overthinking it. But a pass for me at this time.
All right. What do you think here, Skee, Atlanta, Cleveland?
I think that was the longest backwood I ever heard from Dutch.
That wasn't even a typical backwood.
Hey, I'll give you a lot on the first one because I ain't giving y'all much else.
He's done that before. He gives you a lot on a game he wanted to bet.
I'm like, how come I don't bet Cleveland? Talk me into it, Ski. Come on, bro.
Well, I just think, I was thinking like that too this morning. I was like, I don't know if I really want to bet Cleveland because they're on a back-to-back. But for one, nobody really played last night over 30 minutes. Yep. And then two, this should be a game that they have circled because it's the same team that ended their season last year. So in the play-in tournament. That's right. We know we fade Atlanta on the road. So I'm looking for it early. You know, if they on a back-to-back, I know they didn't play that many minutes, but still, I want to get in and get out. You know what I'm saying? So 1-6 first half against the spread on the road for Atlanta with a minus 3.9 margin. And then for Cleveland, they got a plus 2.7 first half margin at the house. So I just think, obviously, I would like Levert out there, but I just think this is a game Cleveland's going to get up for, and I'm going to go for it early, first half.
All right, so Cleveland for Skee, but likes the first half instead. Wham Bam, what are you feeling here?
Yeah, man, the Hawks, man, they serious, bro? Like I was on them. I think my boy Skee was on them too. We had the -5 on them last game. Are they fucking serious, bro? Like I don't think they are. I think they playing, man. That's the reason why I think my reaction is to fade them. So I guess I'm using that as excuses. What my boy say, use a little verse excuse. I had to like, what's up? That's funny. Like I'm using that as an excuse right now. But looking at the season to last 5 stats, seems like the Cavs got the advantage in field goal percentage, 3-point percentage. Just the Hawks over the last 5 games, they've been number 1 in holding opponents to 3, like 29%. And I'm just trying to think like Skee, like they gotta have some type of event, like they gotta have some get right. You just ended my season. We getting this boy the playoff for the first time. We got him out here. He about to shoot these threes on y'all. Maybe they not the first in 3-point percentage tonight. That's kind of how I'm thinking. But I'm thinking to find a matchup. Who's been hot? It's got to be Evan Mobley, bro. He's going over the 14.5 points, 6 of the last 8 games. He's been kicking in ass in that regard. I'm going to go strictly to him for him to get 15 points. Evan Mobley, you get that right now. I think -114, -115. That's where I think is the best money right there. Him to get 15 points tonight, Evan Mobley.
Yeah, it got to the point of being ridiculous against Toronto the other night. You got Thaddeus Young's a nice little veteran player, but him and the likes of Malachi Flynn are cooking that Atlanta defense the other night. I'm like, what am I watching here? I mean, that was a ravaged Raptors team, and those guys are beating you up big time. That was just bizarre that Atlanta struggled that much. They won, but boy, I think Toronto gave it away too. So bad performance, and I don't trust them here in Cleveland tonight. Orlando, Indiana, we've got the Pacers 6.5-point home favorites, 226.5 being the total in this game. The Indiana Pacers, of course, now they're 9-6 on the season. It's been a remarkable run. That point spread run, though, finally came to an end on Saturday night against this Orlando team, as they were 8-point favorites. They won 114-113, survived, got the victory. It was definitely not their best game. They were trailing at halftime. They had to rally in the second half, but they found a way to win. We'll see how they fare here. Now they're only laying 6.5 here in the rematch. Second straight time these two teams playing each other here in Indiana. The NBA is doing this a lot, of course, this season. The Magic, they beat Chicago before that, so they've actually covered twice in a row. As road underdogs. Can they make it 3 in a row here in the game? That remains to be seen. That game ended up flying over the total between those two teams. I don't have a strong take on this rematch. I mean, usually when the same two teams are playing each other, I'm kind of looking at the losing team of the first game, and maybe if the first game goes over, I look the second game under. And vice versa. So maybe, but I don't want to bet either of these teams under right now. So I'm probably going to end up passing here. I think Indiana is still not willing to go against them. You know, if this was a really good team they were playing and the good team lost the first game, I'd back maybe that good team. Orlando to me is just not very good, and they're still beating up to shit in the backcourt. We've talked about that. And even Wendell Carter's a game time decision. So yeah, Orlando revenge, but Indiana's the better team. They've still been on a great run. I'm not going against that. What do you think here, Skee? Rematch, second straight game with Magic taking on the Pacers.
Yeah, the Pacers was getting me paid for, a while, and then they fell off finally. So I'm going to just take that and run. I'm not going to try to double back with the Pacers, but I will continue to go with Hallie. You got to go with Hallie some way, shape, or form, and I'm going to use the assist just because as long as Duarte's out, you got to do a lot more playmaking and extra ball handling, and he already does it when everybody's in. So his assists have hit 5 of the last 6 games. I think he gets 11 plus tonight. So that's my play.
All right, there we go, Skee. He's going back to Halliburton for the Indiana Pacers there. So there you go, Tyrese Halliburton props. I mean, if you want more Tyrese Halliburton props, just tune into the NBA Pub Hub every day. Dutch, what do you think here, Indiana, Orlando?
Yeah, man, that's pretty dope. I like that. But I know. Shout out to Johnny Guns. Our guy Ness Betts in the motherfucking building. I see you. Champagne and OJ. I see you, bro. Star Child. Real one. I see you, bro. Matt Stoney. Yeah, man. Fuck this game. Back with it.
All right.
There we go.
That's my boy right
All right,
there.
Wham.
Bro. Yeah. I feel you. You can run down the chat right there, man. I'm glad to be here with y'all, man. Just let y'all know, bro. I do be missing y'all. I'm gonna leave Ness Best alone because he just gave me a new name over the weekend. I'm gonna leave bro alone. But yeah, man, shout out to JT. I do think that Hallie is the spot though. I'm right here with my guy Skee. I think the assist is good money. Probably up to 12, 11 and a half. Get the 12 there. I'm right there with you on that. But as far as the side, I'm back with this too, bro.
All right.
All right, Golden State and New Orleans. Next up, we've got the Pelicanos now 9.5 to 10-point home favorites, bet up from 5.5, which is where this line opened, and the total 227.5 right now across the board. 1-8 straight up, 1-8 against the spread. Golden State on the road, but they finally did get a road win in their last game, albeit it was against the Houston Rockets. So I don't know if we can make too much of a big deal of it, but you got to start winning somewhere on the road, and they did get a 127-120 victory in that game. Now here they are taking on the New Orleans Pelicans, and obviously right away, you know that when you see the money flood in against Golden State, you know that some kind of combination of Clay, Steph, and Draymond are out, and it turns out that all three are going to be out tonight for them. Steph Curry, Draymond Green, and Klay Thompson all out. Not to mention Andrew Wiggins is a game-time decision, questionable. Again, due to rest purposes. Again, this is the second of a back-to-back on the road for Golden State. Meanwhile, New Orleans, 2 days off after a 117-109 loss to the Boston Celtics on Friday night. Huge rest advantage for them going into this game. Kevon Looney, by the way, game-time decision as well for Golden State. Zion, a game-time decision for New Orleans, although it looks like he's been upgraded to probable with the foot. He's missed the last 3 straight games with that foot injury. So you understand why the money's flooding in, pouring in on New Orleans. But is it at the point now where it's too much, laying 9.5, 10? It might be. It's another classic case of if you got the good number, great. If you haven't bet New Orleans yet, I personally don't think I'd jump on it now. What do you think here, Dutch? Golden State, New Orleans.
Yeah, man. Real quick, shout out to Clay, right? Clay. Did he have a game last? Did he finally show the fuck up? Hey, man. Old school Clay. And I'm a fan of Clay. I ain't gonna lie. He's the 4, man. But he's cool, man. But I root for Clay because he was one of the nice motherfuckers before he had these injuries. So to him to have a game,
yeah.
You know, he's trying to be that. He's trying to do it, you know, put in the effort NBA. So I support that shit.
He's just not going to be able to do that kind of shit routinely.
No, I mean, no one can really do it like that. But I'm just saying, like, he had an old Clay. Was he 10 for 13 from 3?
Yeah, he was fire. He caught fire.
Yeah, that was some big. Yeah, that was that base shit right there. That was dope as fuck. So good. Shout out to him. You know, hopefully he continues to stay healthy and continues to improve. It'll be a lot easier to bet the Golden State Warriors if this motherfucker get back to a little bit of Clay of old. But yeah, man, know something. Yeah, that's the biggest motherfucking backwood there is. I believe it's 3 pounds. It might be a 6-pounder, bro. I don't fucking remember because I'm loaded as fuck. But it is officially the biggest backwood. And Vic, why don't you go ahead and motherfucking roll that shit, bro? Backwood.
All right.
The backwood there for Dutch.
You don't fake the funk, know something. No faking the funk here, bro. Yeah.
All right, Skee, how about you here? Warriors, Pelicanos.
Yeah, I was initially thinking Valanciunas, like bet on him for his rebounds or double-double or something, but he's been losing his minutes lately. And then now get this news. I don't want to be involved in this game anymore. All these people out. So there's more games to choose from. Backwood for me.
All right.
All right, Wham.
Yeah, you know what? I kind of want to hop on a prop in this game as well, but again, it was just regarding Steph Curry. Now that he's out, so you know what I mean. That was kind of it for me as well. So I kind of would back with this, but I was thinking that originally he was gonna go off against this team, but no way, no Jose. I think they locked in on that Clipper game that they got coming up, so that's probably they're more concerned about that. So back with again for me. Sorry.
All right.
It is a backwood paradise right now with this game. All right, next up,
we've got the rules. My bad, but Bonds against the rules, man. We can't apologize for no backwood, bro.
No.
We're saving their health, bro. We're saving that shit, bro. It's good for the health. Remember that.
It's
My
usually
bad.
the games that aren't worth betting, so we're saving people hopefully some money in the process.
Stress,
too, with
stress. That stress is good. Believe me.
The real sketchy games like that one. Although, again, two good teams on paper, but because of the absences of Golden State, not so much a glamorous game. Portland. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, my bad. I was saying it's the B team for the Warriors.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
tough to back them when it's that kind of personnel that's missing. Portland, Milwaukee, Milwaukee 9.5-point home favorites, 214 the total in this one. This is a tricky one too. Giannis is going to play. There was some talk about Giannis's status, but he's going to be good to go, even though he's got the left calf injury. They're off the loss against Philadelphia, 110-102 Friday night, 2 nights off. Probably a good spot for Milwaukee. They've taken money 8 up to 9.5. I'm tempted to lay the points with the Bucks. I mean, Portland, they've lost 3 of the last 4 games. The only win was against a really weak, bad San Antonio team. And tonight they're not going to have Dame Lillard on the floor, which is concerning. It changes things a lot for them. Feels like a Buck spot, but Bucks have been a little disappointing me lately. I've taken them a couple times. They've not impressed me here. So I feel like bet them again. If they disappoint me again, I wouldn't be shocked, but I also wouldn't be shocked if they whip this team. So lean Bucks, but I'm not sure I'll pull the trigger. Skee, how about you? Portland, Milwaukee.
Yeah, I'm not sure Dame out is such a bad thing right now because he was stinking it up. He just out there jacking, and he was ahead of nothing. You know what I'm saying? So they probably would have won the last game if it wasn't for him. So I'm more inclined to bet the Blazers here plus the 10 points. And at the same time, the Bucks can now overlook Portland and say, "Oh, Dame's not in." It's an easy win. So I think Portland's going to be the side that's playing harder tonight. And there's still some guys that's capable over there. So it's not in my pocket, but Blazers plus 10 is a lean for me.
Yeah, tempted now. That line is climbing. Dutch, how about you? Blazers, Bucks.
Yeah, shout out to Guillermo Zatucci. I see you, my man. Yeah, hell no, it ain't in your pocket, bro. Pass that shit you smoking, ski, bro. Hey, man, you talking about they better off without daytime. God damn it. Oh, man. Hey, real talk. These boys beat them 6 times in a row until last time they faced them. Portland put it on them by 15. So, they're used to beating the Blazers. They're used to smoking these motherfucking Blazers. So Fear the Deer will get back right. And I know what you're talking about, Bottle. They're frustrated with me. I had them against Philly full game. First half, easy cover. Full game, they did what Milwaukee tends to do. More of last year, what we've seen from the Bucks, they tend to fold second half. So -5.5 is good money here first half. Cut that bitch in half. They probably put it on a smacking around in first quarter, full game as well. The Bucks had 2 days off, a loss off of Philly, where they played good basketball in the first half and then just went away. You seen Giannis, he took it out on the motherfucking ladder, bro. So look for Giannis to take it out on the motherfucking Blazers, who do and will miss Dame time. Believe that. First half, Fear the Deer, -5.5. Drew Holiday, third game back. Look for him to be more comfortable. Also getting Patrick Cunnington back in the lineup. 2 days off. Fear the Deer all motherfucking day.
All right, first half, Fear the Deer, Milwaukee Bucks for Dutch. Wham, what do you think?
Yeah.
See, I kind of understand where my guy Dutch is coming from. I think it's going to be one of those, it could be a dominant showing here, but I think there's going to be a good game plan drawn up. I have faith in Chauncey Billups. I have faith in Chauncey Billups that he, like Skee said, that boy been sticking it up. That's why I started laughing like, yo, he has been bad.
Man.
So it might not be that bad to let Anthony Simons just hold it down for y'all right now. Jeremy Grant, who's been killing on a rebounding side and on a 3-point perspective there. So I'm pretty much targeting him in this game. I think I am leaning towards the Blazers, though. I am probably leaning towards the Blazers, betting the Blazers full game. I think it's going to be more of a closer game than people think. But in the first half, I understand where Dutch is going there. I think that's a good spot there. No worries there for me, especially with Giannis. He got bullied and shit in Philadelphia. Almost got bullied by the equipment people and shit. So we're going to just leave that there. I'm just going to say that Jeremy Grant, though, he's not going to have to guard him. I think they're going to need his offense more. And he's going to get rebounds. He's going to go over the 4.5 at plus money, at plus 100. And he's going to go over the 2.5 threes at -120. I think he's going to get over 2.5 threes as well. So I think he's going to make those threes, and he's going to get the 5 rebounds that we need to cash these props. So I'm on Jeremy Grant today, over 2.5 3-point makes and 4.5 rebounds.
All right, there we go. Looking more towards some props here in this matchup for Wham. All right, we go to New York and Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City Thunder, 2-point home favorites, 230 being the total in this game. Oklahoma City was on the road for quite a bit of time, 4-game road trip through New York, through Boston, through Washington, through Memphis, and they put it on New York. I remember 145, 135 at the Garden Sunday afternoon, not yesterday, but the previous Sunday. So it is revenge spot here for New York, but they're on a back-to-back. They got beaten by Phoenix yesterday pretty handily, 116-95. I'd step in front of OKC, revenge or not. I mean, OKC is, competing every single night. They ran out of gas, I think, end of the road trip against Memphis, but I like what I'm seeing. SGA has just been spectacular for the Oklahoma City Thunder. There's not enough words to describe how well he's played. I am concerned they lose Pokusevski, though. That kid was playing pretty nicely for the Thunder. Won't play tonight, ankle injury, so he'll miss this game. We'll see how he fares here. It's going to be more along the lines of Muscala having to get more court time probably in the absence of Pokusevski for OKC. The Knicks back-to-back can't do it. I mean, I'm not stepping in front of OKC, but I'm also not sure I'm going to lay it. I might just go over the total in this game, 230 and a half. OKC's been just flying up and down the court, just scoring a bunch of points, 6 straight overs for them going into this game. And New York offensively, we know, can struggle, but they played Phoenix, they played Golden State, both on the road, elite defensive teams when they're on their best and at their best. And then before that, Denver and Utah, a little bit better defensive teams. OKC still struggles to get stops. I mean, they're scoring a bunch, but they're giving up a lot of points too. And we remember the last time they played, it was 280 points with these two teams. It flew over the total. So not so much anything on the side. Lean OKC because of the rest advantage, and I don't trust New York on a back-to-back. And SGA can single-handedly winning and covering point spreads for OKC right now. But I think I like the over even more. What do you think here, Skee? Knicks Thunder.
Hey, can any of you guys tell me, do you guys have Randall triple-double available anywhere? I haven't seen it, but I like Randall tonight. I bet his points, rebounds, assists over 33.5. He's cleared that, I want to say 7 of the last 8 times he's faced OKC. And OKC's right now bottom 5 defensive rated team in the last 5 games. And we know they're not a great rebounding team either. So I just really like that for Randall. He's even cleared 47 points, rebounds, and assists his last 3 games versus OKC. He got a triple-double 2 of his last 3 games versus OKC. So that's why I'm trying to look towards that. But yeah, bet on Randall, points, rebounds, assists, or triple-double tonight.
All right. Yeah, I'm looking out high. And once you said if you've been able to find it, I figured it's probably not posted because I'm looking, same thing. I don't see it.
I don't even see any Knicks props.
It's a back-to-back, so it's, they take forever.
Yeah, exactly, because they want to make sure they know who's in before they put up the prop numbers for each of these games when teams are on back-to-back, of course, like the Knicks are. All right, Dutch, how about you here, New York, OKC?
Yeah, man, I like the Thunder here, man. It's Thunder buddy mode right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. I like them here, man. -2. I like this spot here. It's I believe a 5-6 game end of the road for the motherfucking Knicks. They've had a couple stretch in this long road trip as well. And OKC, man, they do their thing at the house. They've had their way with the Knicks as well. You touched on the game recently. They put it on them. I mean, literally scored like they weren't even on the motherfucking basketball court. So I expect the same to happen. They beat them 3 straight times. The last 3 meetings and covered. The Knicks are 1-7 ATS last 8 overall against these boys, and 1-4 ATS last 5 in OKC. So in a back-to-back situation against the Knicks, the Fugazi fucking Knicks, shit, give me the motherfucking Thunder buddies, man. OKC, man. Me and my boy Ted, man, we chilling the fuck out. We smoking. We getting out tonight, man. Believe that. Thunder buddy mode. Believe it.
Thunder buddies for life.
-2. Good money.
All right, Wham. What do you think here?
Yeah, man, I kind of understand what my boy's saying. Thunder buddy mode, bro. I agree with my boy Skee too, man. I think with Julius Randle out here playing, he's gonna be hooping against these boys. You think about it, they've been giving up rebounds after rebounds. They just like, you know what I'm saying? I don't got nobody out there, and I think he definitely is a good. Like he said, triple double. That definitely gonna be looking into that. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely looking into that. I had this shit written down as a backwater because I think the revenge game factor after losing in the overtime against this team, letting SGA go to fuck crazy. They gotta have some type of they have some type of pride. You know what I'm saying? You can't go ahead and stand up when you pee, letting people just shit on you like this. Now you in their house, you get the opportunity to do it to them. So I can only think the Knicks here. It's just that I don't want to bet it. So it's exotic as fuck backwards in my opinion. But I'm thinking of taking the Knicks full game, money line. I think they're a good spot here.
See if they can get the job done here in this one. Boston, Chicago, Celtics, 6-point road favorites, 229.5 the total in this game. Money pouring in on the over here between these two teams. It's probably makes some sense. They played a lot of high-scoring game, I should say, the last time they met each other earlier this month, 123, 119. I could definitely see this one being high scoring. It makes some sense to me. Celtics, I'm definitely not in a rush to step in front of them at the moment. Playing great basketball. It's been a 9-game win streak for Boston entering tonight. They've covered in 6, I should say, of those 9 games. But no, they're playing well. They beat the Pelicans, of course, on Friday night. Both of these teams 2 days off. Chicago, they've lost 4 in a row straight up, and ATS, Pelicans, Nuggets, Pelicans twice, and then Orlando. Really bad loss on Friday night, 108-107, 8.5-point favorites. We said on that Friday show, I don't trust the Bulls laying 8.5, even against Orlando. And thankfully, our mistrust of them was justified as they ended up losing to Orlando that night. So I lean Boston for sure. I mean, I don't like what I'm seeing out of the Bulls right now, but I also remember the Bulls, battling Boston pretty tough in Boston earlier this month. They actually beat Boston October 24th at home here in the Windy City, 120-102. So, Chicago's actually matched up okay with Boston, but Boston's rolling right now. So I'm still not going to step in front of the Celtics here. I'm probably going to look more toward the over. I lean Celtics, but I don't know if I'll lay the 6 here in this one. What do you think here, Skee? Boston, Chicago.
Yeah, I would only bet Boston, but I'm just going to go with Vucevic because he's been clearing his number. I know the last 2 games versus the Celtics, he had 12 rebounds, 23 rebounds. His rebound prop tonight was 10.5. And I was just looking at the games where he's playing 30-plus minutes. I mean, he's 9-2 over the 12-plus rebounds. So 8 of his last 11 games, he's had 11-plus. Averages 11.7. I got to go with Vucevic over 10.5 rebounds tonight.
Nikola Vucevic over rebounds for Skee here. Dutch, how about you? Boston, Chicago.
Yeah, man. This is pretty simple to me. Marcus Smart's off the injury report. Boston's rolling, man, and Chicago's not. There's levels to this shit. I fade the Chicago Bulls right now. They lost 4 straight. They soft, man. They don't look like anything. Even Levine is questioning the head coach now. He benched the player, some locker room issues. Maybe he responds. If not, either way, we've been overthinking this shit with the Celtics. They're playing best basketball in the league. They're deep as fuck. Marcus Smart coming back. They blow out the Chicago Bulls. I like this game here, minus the 6. Be smoking with the Leprechauns tonight.
All right, like in Boston, I agree. I mean, I'm not stepping in front of the Celtics. I did that Friday night, and I paid the price for it as they beat the Pelicans. Wham, what do you think?
Problem with me taking the Celtics is the last game of the road trip. They got to go against Luka and them boys next. It could be like one of those spots that they're trying to, not to care too much about this game, allow the Bulls to look like they're actually a competent team. I wouldn't be surprised as well because they covered 6 of the last 7 meetings. I'm kind of want to stay away from this game as far as betting aside. I would agree. I think it's going to be points scored, though, so I think it's going to be a high-scoring game, maybe over the total. You know what the Celtics want to do. They want to shoot a lot of threes, get a lot of threes off. They might be making them tonight, but they might be letting up a lot of, what the defense that they're normally used to or we're accustomed to. I think we might have a little issue with that tonight with the Bulls, be able to get buckets off of them. So I'm thinking only over here, but I haven't bet this game at all.
Bulls
all right, Miami and Minnesota. Now, this one's interesting here. We've got Minnesota, 9.5-point home favorites, 220.5 the total in this game. Obviously, the Heat are beyond ravaged with injuries. I actually think this game could end up going over the total too. And just simply from I don't trust Minnesota laying this many points perspective. I badly want to take a shot with a prideful. Look, Miami is beaten up. There's no way. There's no other way around it. They are just completely ravaged right now, beaten up to shit, injury riddled. with everybody that's out. Duncan Robinson, Oladipo, Tyler Hero out, Jimmy Butler out, Gabe Vincent is a game-time decision. Dwayne Dedmon's a game-time decision, questionable. Bam Adebayo, questionable tonight with the left knee. I mean, they are just a depleted team right now. And it is back-to-back on the road for the Miami Heat as well. They got absolutely clobbered by Cleveland, 113-87 last night, totally non-competitive. At least the only good news, I guess you could say, is they got a lot of their best players off the floor early in a blowout loss. They won't be as fatigued as they normally would. Well, I kind of think a Spoelstra coach team shows some pride at tonight in this game. I kind of want to take Miami plus the points here, and Minnesota's not a team I trust in this price range. I know they've won 3 in a row against Philly, Cleveland, good wins there. They crushed Orlando, but I still, for the longest time, do not love laying numbers like this with Minnesota. They're certainly right now the better team. They're certainly the much healthier team right now at this point in time. And Miami just 1-6 on the road. It's been nothing but ugly, but this is just not one team I trust laying the number like this, Minnesota. So hold your nose, but if I'm betting this game from a side perspective, it would be the Heat and only the Heat. What do you think here, Skee? Miami, Minnesota?
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't trust Minnesota laying this number. So if I'm going to bet it, it would have to be like a Minnesota team total or something like that. Just because, no Jimmy, questionable Bam, he's banged up or whatever. That just sounds like a whole lot of no defense to me. So Wolves, number 5 offensive rated team last 5 games. I'll probably look towards their team total. And I was thinking about Gobert rebounds, but he's been kind of iffy lately. So probably just a team total.
Yeah, people are seeing that Miami's not that same defensive team with all the injuries right now. It's probably also why the full game total 217 up to 220.5. We've seen some movement with that. Dutch, how about you? Heat, Wolves.
Yeah, man. Yeah, shout out to Bang Bang. I see you, my man. Good to see you. MMA Locker Room Mills. Good to see you as well. I like Nets Best says, man. Yeah, man. I like that vibe right there. Hit the motherfucking like button. You don't want no flat tires, man. Car travel's a bitch. You don't want that. Run up the like button. We got over 200 in here. Let's take a moment. Hit the motherfucking like button. Yeah, this game, man, I must be high as fuck because I want to bet the Timberwolves first half. I don't know if I'm going to do it, though. I ain't going to lie to you. But to me, this game screams Wolves first half. But I don't like betting on these Fugazi soft motherfuckers. I really don't like anything I see. It starts from the point guard all the way down into the best player, Anthony Towns. Edwards is, Wham Bam was real high on this guy last year. Turned me on to him, really, to be honest with you. And I like what I've seen, but I don't see the same dog that I seen last year. So, I don't know. I don't know what's going on in the locker room there. I don't like it, but it seems like a Minnesota spot first half
here. Minnesota first half. All right, Wham.
Hey, bro, you know what's funny? You just brought to my attention or reminded me of a tweet that I seen that there was a person said that Rudy Gobert has to be just putting his balls on everybody's stuff, making everybody uncomfortable because everywhere he goes, people hate him. You know what I'm saying? And Edwards, the same stat came up about how Donovan Mitchell didn't pass on the ball, and Edwards haven't passed on the ball only 6-7 times out of the times that he's been on the team and played with him. Like, goddamn, what's going on with Rudy Gobert? Why don't nobody want to pass it to him? I think it's because he's clogging up the paint. I think that's the issue, bro. Obviously, you got too many big guys down there clogging up the paint. They're really relying on their slowly bench. Their whole bench is Nazir Reed. It's tough, bro. How can I go ahead and take this team as a big spread like this? And I don't believe in their bench depth. I just don't believe in their bench depth. I don't believe in their second unit against a team that finds guys to be able to just throw in there to be productive, in the Heat. And guys that are injured right now, or at least questionable, like Gabe Vincent, Duncan Robinson. I'm not sure if those have been announced in yet. But those are the guys that I need to cover this spread here. I'm thinking the Heat, even though they haven't been able to do so lately. And I'm agreeing with you, though, Babano. I think if I'm going to bet anything in this game, it's going to be the over first, bro. 7 out of the last 8 meetings has been going over. I think the over probably is a good spot here in this space, even though the pace is going to be slow. You got the trees down low and all that good stuff. They probably aren't going to be able to get into the paint, but they're going to be able to shoot over these guys. So I think the Heat can make down shots if they get those guys available. Not yet have I bet this year, but I'm thinking over once those guys are announced in.
All right, Utah Jazz, LA Clippers. Clippers 3-point home favorites, 223 the total in this one. Am I seeing things? Kawhi Leonard is not only back, wheelchair, as Skee has called him a bunch of times, but he's actually going to play in a third straight game? Oh, my gosh. Stop the presses here. The world is coming to an end as we know it. Oh my goodness, he's going to play in 3 in a row, Kawhi. Wow. I'll tell you what, he hasn't looked like Kawhi in the first couple games. He definitely looks like someone that's coming off a significant injury because he really hasn't gotten it going here for the Clippers. Paul George, by the way, is a game time decision, questionable tonight as well for the Clippers for this matchup against the Jazz. Looks like Mike Conley, point guard for Utah, is going to be out for them tonight. So that means it looks like Clarkson is slotted to take over the point spot tonight for Utah in his absence. Looking at Clarkson with Beasley, Markkanen, Vanderbilt, and Olynyk as the starting 5 here. I still have a tough time trusting the Clippers as favorites here. I know they're playing a little bit better right now, but San Antonio stinks. Detroit is having a tough time. Houston is no good. Those are the last 3 wins for the Clippers. That's not saying much. And all the Jazz do as road underdogs is pay people. You get paid at Utah as a road dog. It's been incredible. Portland, on Saturday night, 4.5-point road dogs win outright. 1-point dogs at home against Phoenix. They find a way to win that game. So impressive. And then road dogs before that. The Philly game is the one instance where they didn't. They lost by 7. But at Atlanta, they won the game outright as road dogs. At the Clippers already once this year. Earlier this month, they won outright. At the Lakers as road dogs, they won outright. At Dallas, November 2nd, 6.5-point dogs. They lost by 3. I mean, they've been just excellent road underdogs. It's tough to go against that. So personally, I might have the Jazz. I might do a Tribe Called Quest. I got the Jazz. Yeah, I think I might have them tonight getting the points here. Skee, how about you? Utah, LA Clippers.
Back with this one.
All right. Yeah.
There it is, backwood for Skee. It looks like the LA teams, he's having a tough time getting involved with any of them right now. Dutch, what do you think here, Jazz and Clippers?
Yeah, man. Shout out to Bo Jackson. I need money. Hey, man, what the fuck? Car is life, man. You acting like a little bitch right now. All right, there's your shout out. All right, there you go. Back with this motherfucker.
All right. Yeah.
There we go. Backwood for his troubles right there. There you go.
I mean, he keep bitching about some shit. I was like, bro, if I don't see you, I'm high as a motherfucker, bro. I don't know shit. Say something about some flour. You might get a better shout out. Right?
Car Life of VP. All right. Oh, appreciate anybody tuning in, and that's the bottom.
Always
say what you want. You're tuning in. We appreciate
the like
it.
button.
Yeah, we love everybody.
That tunes in. At the same goddamn time, please.
Public forum, free speech. It's whatever you want to say. Yeah, that's right.
Right.
How about
Yeah,
Wham Bam? You're free to say whatever you want about Jazz Clippers.
You know what's funny, bro, is that I'm not going to find myself betting against the Jazz again. I bet against them last game against Portland. I thought they were going to be able to hold it down. They weren't. I'm going to stay away from this betting against them type shit, even though I think the Clippers are in a good spot. But once again, they do have a good opponent next game. So I'm thinking that they may try to tighten it up. Divisional opponent with the Warriors. I'm going to stay away from betting against those matchups until we see what's going on with them. And yeah, I'm not fucking with the Jazz. I do like Clarkson props though. I do agree with that. Like obviously Conley is gonna be gone, so they're gonna get a boost there. But yeah, man, I'm like there. I'm like there with you though, Skee. I think this game is a backwood like a motherfucker. It's a dirty game. If I'm desperate tonight, you know what I'm saying, you might find me chasing with these motherfuckers. But I ain't gonna lie, I ain't touching this game, bro.
Back with that motherfucker.
All right. Yeah.
There we go. It's a double backwood. There we go.
Yeah.
Skee coming out and saying, "Yep, backwood times 2 here of this Clippers team right now taking on the Jazz." Like I've learned my lesson too with Utah. Utah's obviously been one of the surprises. I'm absolutely stunned that we're November 21st and they have a record of 12-6. We thought this was a rebuilding, falling apart team, and no, it's been impressive. And now I'm at the point where I'm reversing course a little bit. You ride the wave with Utah until things do finally crash back down to earth for them, which maybe it doesn't happen, but I think it will at some point. You just don't predict it to happen. You wait for it to happen.
That's Von Polo. My bad.
No, it's all right.
Now what up, Von Polo?
There is Von Polo. Yeah, there he is. Yeah.
His car life is Von Polo.
Yeah, I didn't. It's a
I
good
don't know who the fuck
username.
Von Polo is, but I don't give a fuck. Man.
Shout out to Von Polo. OG.
There you go. It is.
What's up, man?
That's
He's
why
an
I follow
OG.
you, pussy.
Hey, he's an
Got an
OG.
alien going.
Hey, this motherfucker's an OG. You should know better, goddamn it.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, bro, it's OG, but that's funny. This my follow pussy. Hey.
Talk that shit, man. You know what I mean?
That's
Talk
crazy.
that shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Get out of your feelings, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right, so there we go. That is the card for this Monday. Good stuff. And we figured out the mystery of car life of VP as well.
Shout
here
out,
on
shout out
the
to my
Monday
follow.
version of the NBA.
Right in the chat though, like, come on,
That's
man.
crazy.
Great stuff as always.
Stand
hit
on
the
what I
like
said,
button.
goddammit.
and just like the skip and Shannon.
I'm just oh man, shit.
Oh,
It's funny
shit.
to me though. My bad, Bobano. Go ahead, bro.
No. It's all good. All good.
Okay.
Hit the like button. We appreciate it. Everyone in the chat. But by the way, become a member of the channel as well. It's just $4.99 a month. Pub Sports Radio, lots of incentives, perks. Make sure $4.99 a month, 18 cents a day is what it comes out to. So make sure you check that out and get involved. Become a member of the Pub Sports Radio channel. We're like a family here, brotherhood, if you will. And we like to keep things going. And shout out to Know Something, $5 dono. We appreciate it very much. A shout out to you. Thank you for the dono. We appreciate it very much. All right, we've got best bets. We've got Dutch's freshest look coming up as I see Car Life of VP. He's a funny guy, I got to admit. Great stuff.
I love the energy though. You know, I love
do.
the energy.
Yeah.
I love it.
That show, anything goes. You can smoke, you can drink, whatever the fuck you want here on the NBA
What
Pub.
the fuck you want?
Yeah,
The relaxed atmosphere.
hey, just show
Bring
some
the vibe
motherfucking
to you.
respect. Y'all might want to do that though. You know.
I don't listen to my own advice. I keep saying I got to bring some drinks here on the show, and I never do. But
Thank you.
we will. Yeah, we will at some point, no doubt.
We got Tito's in that bitch. Look at him.
We appreciate it, though. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hit the like button. We got best bets. We got Dutch's freshest look coming up right after we hear from Manscaped and Southtown 101. All right, Southtown 101. When you're in San Antonio, Texas, stop in. Great food, drinks, live music, DJs, karaoke, Manscaped, promo code PubSports, 20% off your purchase. Check it out, promo code PubSports. All right, it is time for Best Bets, Dutch's freshest look for the Monday, an OG Monday edition of the NBA Pub Up with the original crew. Always fun kicking it with Dutch, Skee, and Wham on Mondays, every Monday here on the NBA Pub Up. Skee, we'll start with you. What do you like for Best Bet?
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, man. Halliburton, over 10.5 assists. Take it to the window.
All right, there we go. I'll do it again because people enjoyed it the first time. He's going back to Hallie. There we go. Tyrese Halliburton, over assists for Skee Profit with his best bet. Dutch, freshest look.
Yeah, man. Freshest look. Fear the motherfucking day. We're going to Milwaukee early and often. For late at 5.5. We're going to lay the motherfucking hooker. They're going to put it on the Blazers early and often. Drew Holiday back. Giannis is very angry as we've seen. Early often. Good money. Minus 5.5. Fear the deer.
There you go. Milwaukee Bucks, fear the deer, minus 5.5. First half against Portland. Freshest look for Dutch. All right, Wham, best bet.
Yes, sir. We're going to go to Evan Mobley. Over 14.5 points at minus 114. Hit 6 of the last 8 games going against Atlanta, who gives up the most 2 forwards in the points there. So in the league, the worst in that category. So I'm going over this total with Jeremy Grant. I'm sorry, not Jeremy Grant. Evan Mobley, 14.5 points. But we are on Jeremy Grant as well.
All right, there we go. Best bet there for Wham Bam prop wise. All right, best bet for me. We've been riding these with the OKC lately on the show. We're going to do it again here. New York, Oklahoma City, over 230. Just been a team that scores and doesn't defend a lot. You got to think that, as Skee mentioned with Randall, They're going to get whatever they want. A lot of layups, putbacks in the paint with not much resistance. But OKC's backcourt, led by SGA, they're lighting it up nightly. See points, and more points. And for New York, offensively shut down the last 2 games, but against the Warriors and the Suns, you're not facing that defense tonight. They'll get their shots to fall. Knicks, Thunder over 230 for my best bet for this Monday card. That'll wrap it up. Thanks to everyone for joining us. Hit the like button on the way out. We're back. We're on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday of this week with the NBA Pub Hub. So make sure you're aware of that. No show Thursday because there's no NBA on Thursday during Thanksgiving. But we're here every other day this week with the NBA Pub Hub. And Connor Mack and I are here at the top of the hour with college basketball net profit. So join us for that, 5 p.m. Eastern. For Dutch, for Wham, for Skee, I'm Ian Cameron. Have a great Monday night. Enjoy the games and good luck. We'll see you again tomorrow for another edition of the NBA Pub Hub right here. Pub Sports Radio. Dutch, take us home.
Yeah, man. Yo, Polo, I'm in the city, man. I'm right here in the city. Hey, don't forget, bring your lady, please. Bring your lady. Hey, salute to everyone in the chat, though. Lucky Power, Matty Ice, 10th play of the day. Hopefully, y'all caught that. Bo Jackson, Mr. Brosco, I see you, my man. Y'all like, subscribe, and share the motherfucking video. Yo, stay fresh, stay blessed, and let's stay putting these motherfucking bookies to rest. Yeah, man.